Newly surfaced images are offering a chilling glimpse inside one of the most infamous aircraft in modern criminal history. The abandoned private jet, once owned by Jeffrey Epstein, a plane prosecutors say was used to traffic victims across the globe. Now, more than a decade later, it sits rotting in a remote Georgia boneyard, a decaying shell filled with eerie remnants of a disturbing past. Nicknamed the Lolita Express, the 133-foot Boeing 727 became a symbol of Epstein's secretive and criminal world. According to prosecutors, this aircraft wasn't just a luxury jet. It was allegedly used to transport underage girls across continents. For years, it carried powerful passengers, raising questions about who knew what and when. Today, the once luxurious interior tells a very different story. The plane's cabin, once reportedly fitted with plush carpets, multiple sitting areas, and even a bedroom, is now overrun with mildew, insects, and decay. Reporters who recently toured the aircraft described a heavy, musty odor, the kind that lingers in a space untouched for years. With no power since its final flight in 2016, the jet has been left to slowly deteriorate, frozen in time. But what's perhaps most unsettling are the items still inside. Scattered across the aircraft were reportedly everyday objects: a bottle of baby lotion, powder, napkins marked with the tail number N909JE. 2 bathrooms remain intact, along with a satellite phone left exactly where it was years ago, revealed the reporters. These remnants paint a haunting picture, not just of abandonment, but of a life abruptly halted, leaving behind unanswered questions. Outside, the jet's condition is just as grim. Its once polished exterior is now discolored and worn, battered by years of exposure to the elements. Parked among other forgotten aircraft, it stands as a stark reminder of a scandal that shocked the world. A machine that once symbolized wealth and power, now reduced to rust and ruin. The images may be haunting, but they also serve a reminder of the victims, of the unanswered questions, and of the legacy of one of the most disturbing criminal cases in recent history. As investigations and debates around Epstein's network continue, this abandoned jet remains silent, decaying, and impossible to ignore.
Okay, so Darren and I are sitting here. You can hear the echo. I'm pretending I'm talking to Darren. So, hi Darren. So Sarah and Nadia, are you guys having a good time? You can see I have a little sore on my face that I got from some black guy trying to kiss me. It's really disgusting.
It is fun.
Oh, it's really,
Mr. Epstein, how long have you been sexually attracted to underage minor females?
Objection, harassing, argumentative.
Are you kidding?
No, I mean, I don't feel like I'm divulging any secrets here, right?
Move to strike.
Oh, that's the question.
I'd like to answer that question as well, like all your other questions today. However, I have to follow my attorney's advice. They have told me that I must invoke my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment right to not answer those questions today, or any questions relevant to this lawsuit.
What was the name of any of the underage minors that were the subject of the criminal charges to which you pled guilty?
I don't know.
So tell me about those charges. What was the allegations of those charges?
Form.
Solicitation of prostitution.
That
Not underage prostitution, prostitution.
were the victims or the prostitutes, as you would say, were they minors?
Form.
I pled guilty to solicitation of prostitution.
Okay, so tell me what those cases were about. What happened?
I
Form
have
again.
them. I can't tell you any more than that.
You don't know what you pled guilty to?
I just told
I'm
you.
going to object to form, that's asked and answered.
Do you know what you pled guilty to? The facts.
Solicitation of prostitution.
I understand that's the charge. What were the underlying facts?
Sorry.
What'd you do? Did you pull up in a car, talk to the person? Did they come over to your house? How'd you get them? Those kind of things. Tell the jury what were the underlying facts about the charge that you pled guilty to.
Form, move to strike.
I don't know.
You don't know what you pled guilty to.
I pled guilty to solicitation of prostitution. Not underage prostitution, but prostitution.
And just so the jury understands, these three females that were the subject of the guilty pleas in state court were procured by your method of having underage minor females locate other underage minor females and bring them to your house. Isn't that correct?
Objection, argumentative, compound, harassing, assumes facts not in evidence.
You'll have
And
to
I move
repeat,
to strike.
I have to repeat the question.
Okay. Are all people that were, at the time you engaged in sexual activity with them, were underage and were brought by other underage minor females? That true?
Same objections incorporated, as well as the motion to strike.
I don't understand. I'm sorry, I don't even understand the question.
Isn't it true that you used underage minor females to bring other underage minor females to your house for sex?
Asked and answered. Way earlier on.
Well, he doesn't understand the question, so I'm going through the progression.
Not a problem.
But it is asked and answered.
As your firm, Mr. Edwards and Mr. Jaffe, has been described by the U.S. Attorney as perpetrating one of the largest frauds in South Florida's history by crafting malicious cases of a sexual nature against people like me and others in order to fleece, using bogus schemes, in the U.S. Attorney's words, and investment schemes. Unfortunately, I'd like to answer every one of the questions if I'm able. My attorneys have advised me I must assert my 6th Amendment, 14th Amendment, and 5th Amendment rights under the U.S. Constitution. Therefore, at the moment, I cannot answer that question.
Isn't it true that you kept a calendar or schedule? Okay, check.
Turn you off the video record at 1:05 p.m.
What's the other argument?
I want to give you that I know in my case,
Is your money dirty money?
if you live,
I just asked a question. Is your money dirty money?
no, it's not. So, in fact,
Why is it
so-
not dirty money?
because I earned it, a heart.
But you earned it.
I earned it legally.
We went back to this before. You earned
Yes.
it. You earned it advising the worst people in the world, right? That do enormous bad things, and just to make more money.
So, instead of asking me the question, should you take the money? Because I think it's a legitimate question.
Do you think it's a legitimate question?
Yes, no
Why?
question. Because I think ethics is always a complicated subject, but I can tell you that with the money I gave to help try to eradicate polio in Pakistan and India, instead of asking me whether that money should be given to these children for vaccines, I think you might want to ask their mothers who received the vaccine, who know their child now won't get polio, and ask them if Epstein should have helped these people.
If we
with their
walked in,
money.
if we walked in, you're
Is
a
that a fair
mathematician. You're a mathematician. We walked into that clinic where they're giving that money out to these people that are in the most dire straits of poverty and sickness, and told them that the money was coming from a, what are you, class 3 sexual predator?
Tier 1.
Was tier 1's the highest and worst?
No, I'm
The lowest?
I'm the lowest.
You're the
yes.
lowest. Okay, tier 1, you're the lowest. But a criminal.
Yes.
That the money came from them. What percentage of people do you estimate? I understand you don't like probabilities. Do you estimate would say, I don't care, I want the money for my children?
I would say everyone said, I want the money for my children.
Did they know where the money came from?
I think if you
See,
told them,
the
if I told them
100%, 100%.
the devil
Himself.
The devil himself said, I'm going to exchange some dollars for your child's life.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
It's a serious question.
Sorry.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
Because you have all the attributes. You're incredibly smart. You remember, the devil is
Is
somebody
the devil
knows
smart?
the devil's brilliant. You read Milton's Paradise Lost.
No, the devil scares me.
Satan is at the number 1 or 2 archangel, and the reason he goes to hell and leads the rebellion is because he can't be the top guy. And his thing is, I'd rather reign in hell than serve in heaven.
I saw that in a movie once called American Dharma. I don't remember who said it. Okay, we have to go.
Okay, good.
Okay.
That was good.